Here we have the Tiranoc Barracudas against my Achare Longbows. So let's see who wins the match as we kick off the ball. It's a high kick, so I put my ace thrower underneath it, I think. Nope, I miss it. I missed the high kick. That's okay. I tag the ball just for safety. Tackle and block on vanilla. Down he goes. Here comes that strength 4 piece, Igor Popov. Down he goes, block on vanilla. We're going to take him for a ride. Down he goes. Another frenzy piece. I have 3 on the roster, it seems. And pretty productive go around. Out he goes. I figured this guy doesn't have any combat skills. He's just another catcher. I may as well try to get a removal, and so I do. Now it is 11-9 on the field. Very favorable for the Achare Longbows. Nothing permanent, though. Just knockouts. And that's enough to bring her to the ground. No combat skill besides dodge. Good movement here. He's overpowering the north. The south remains strong, and I could probably break through there, if I'm honest. So, let's see what we do. Looks like I'm doing just that. Just some insurance, though, it looks like. That's going to be 1 dice. I probably thought it was a 3 strength or something. Oh, well. Worth a reroll because I think they can sack me. Yeah, just enough to be annoying. This can be straight down the sideline. 3 plus times 2. 2 plus times 2 catch, and it's a pretty easy connection. Let's say there's probably no reason to tag because of the strength 2. But that turned out pretty well. She has jump up, so she's going to move the full amount of movement. And here comes the next hit from a War Dancer. It's a very powerful roster I have in Achare. Just a push. Good productive work. He's going to go for the surf. I don't really mind that much. Did not have... Oh, he does have enough movement because he's a movement 8. Dragon Blitzer has a stat up there. That's what threw me off when I was playing him as well. Since it's my move 9 piece, I want to get sprint. I want to get sure feet. I want to get block on him. I want him to be a more proficient unit. Frenzy. Being fed the 2 dice here. And I can dodge out from here at any point. Interesting that I choose to do this. This is going to be a one-on-one duel, and so it is with the dodge out. Skull. I guess I'd take a reroll. I probably should not take that reroll. Here's a blitz. It's going to be 2 dice. No combat skills, though. I wanted to try to roll it, so I could have used fend, but I didn't. Interestingly, he is forfeiting the drive. I don't see a point in that. New players are oftentimes cagey when it comes to even a little bit of a setback. Not an insult, just an insight. just what happens. Down he goes. But I'm going to start fouling because it's also the lesson of you're not playing. I'm going to remove your pieces. But I happily oblige in prolonging the drive, as you may imagine. And this is annoying. Almost didn't share this video just because, you know, new players. Mentally, you know what it is. I don't view it as bullying, it's sort of teaching. But also it's like, you're gonna play possum in the second half, you could score on me and I get a draw instead of a win just because I'm being nice. Unfortunately, that is the game. Just using my vanilla pieces, and there's my removal. But you saw when he gave up, he was still very much in contention of going 1-1. But, you know, sort of the dark side of the league is that gotta teach them how to play. And how to play is sometimes you don't give up. It's just more protection here. It's tedious. We're going to go into a second match after this one. Just because it's so quick. Oh well. You get under the ball, solid defense. No, he gets under the ball, solid defense. I decide to maintain my high guard here. It's AV9, AV8. You're eventually going to break through the armor. I'm not willing to just put everybody on the line. 4 rerolls unused. See, that has an injury on it, but you know what? Is an unskilled player with no star player points. It's no skin off my back. See, if you like Save Scum and like XCOM, this is not the right game. You know what I mean? Or if you complain about missing a 68% shot in XCOM, this is not the game. But unfortunately, you know, you get people that don't realize what they're walking into sometimes. When you're a little bit more liberal about who you invite into the league. Where, like, somebody could be, like, interestingly, mostly people that I invite in the league are not worried about dice rolls. They're kind of even-keeled, that sort of thing. But then once they get to the league, they start to be really invested in their team. And then once they're highly invested into their team, they start watching them lose. Maybe there's more investment in that sort of an issue sometimes. Whereas like an older coach would be like, you know, I could lose my whole team tomorrow. Because that can happen. Badly hurt. Yeah, I've only targeted just unskilled players with the fouls, I think. It's sort of like, I'm going to take away your numbers. You're not going to play. Juggernaut here. This is all about the surf. It's not about SPP at this point. This gives me a numbers advantage. See, this looks like a weird little formation, but it's a flat screen in the back end here. Just playing some off the ball, off the line defense, as elves are wont to do. Yeah, and then I use the fend skill. I'm okay with this guy here. I can just blitz opportunistically. It's going to be a weird handoff, too. Interesting. Full cage. Sidestep. He does have tackle. Down he goes. Good caging. Down he goes. And okay, good. He had block skill. You really can't give up, especially if you're an elf player. There's no give up that you're allowed. Because you can still score with 3 players on the field. 1 to pass, 1 to hand off, 1 to catch. See, I did that wrong, but this fixes it. Now I'm going to put someone here and put someone there, I think. Yep. I don't want to get counter-surfed. I'm probably going to over-devote players here. Probably put him here to make sure I don't get surfed back. Okay, that works too. And this just makes my lead on the field more salient. I have 11 to 9. It doesn't feel like a lot, but it is. Sure, you can still score with 9 players on the field, but I don't think he feels that way. He has to not throw any blocks. It's very bad to end a cage on a tag. If you have control of your cage, don't tag. That's my message. Interesting choice. And he gets sent off. It's more important to protect the ball carrier. Alright, good work. And I'm able to react again. I'm pretty much recovered. He can make a touchdown off of this from being this close. But I've more or less recovered the formation defensively. Yeah, that's AV8. I don't want to risk it. There's Popov doing his thing, but it's a draw at the point. Diving tackle works. That might make his touchdown easier. Doesn't go for the touchdown. Maybe he should have. Because I think it's getting harder to protect the ball against me right here. Maybe he does feel secure, though. Not quite what he needed. And he's down. I could just surf the ball carrier. Let's see if I'm that opportunistic. See, I'm going to do something risky, but you see that I'm just doing all my less risky options first. So now I'm going to do the risky thing. Worth a reroll. And he has wrestle, so he had to go to the ground. And here's the crazy throw. Nope, nobody to throw to. And that ends his drive. Now I'm going back on offense, but I think he gives up. He's weak-willed. Like, really, he could have still been in the game in the first half. And this is harder, but really, there's no such thing as me having a win here, right? at this stage, I could still get a draw from him. So, you know, and 2-0 is not even an overwhelming victory, really. Or the 2-1s that he suffered in other weeks, so. Odd. He could complicate this. Interesting that he wants to play now that he can ruin things, right? This is what I mean about showing no mercy, because these people are inherently spiteful people. Worth a surf attempt. Let's see if it works out for me. Nope. Worth a shot. And see all the spiteful fouls, even though he's given up on the game. Dracos is an unskilled player, I think. Yep. It's just kind of a Espered kind of behavior. Like, okay, so you give up, but now you're going to act like a little princess. The game isn't fair. Like, okay. Great chatting with you. That really is how I feel. Just shivering from losing at a game, really. And there, I use the apothecary to stay in the game. Touchdown, Gianna Bachman. Gianna Bachman brings it to 2-0. My Achare, Longbows win the game. Let's see how much time on the recording we're at here. We're at 17 minutes. I guess that's fine for a full episode. Just, you had to sit through something tedious. Because I had to for an hour myself. Bye for now. In real time.